How's it going, everyone? My name is Aiden. Welcome back. Today's day 386 of Post Back College channel. Back in the journey once again. Hopefully, you all are having such a great Thursday today and another day in the week. Of course, we are back one more day until the weekend, so let's keep on pushing through and keep on going. But with that being said, today's message that I want to talk about is let your thoughts breathe. Before I get into today's message, talk about the day real quick. Went great. Ran 10 miles this morning, hour and a half time, 8:45 pace. That was probably the highlight of my day. Worked out after and then I went to work. So yeah, it was a good day. But other than that, let's get back into today's message. Let your thoughts breathe. We're always thinking about something new. Every day we wake up, there's always something that we think about. And sometimes I feel like the best thing that you gotta let yourself do is, as always, taking a step back and just realizing things, realizing where you are, realizing what position you're in right now, and recognizing how far you've came. Now, it's always such a cool thing to look back at the journey that you've had previously and then to look now and say to yourself, wow, I did this. This is amazing. And you feel that power of light. You feel welcomed that you've made it this far, that you've done this in your own way, and you've done nothing but push yourself to the best and complete version of yourself. But, obviously, sometimes when we think about ourselves, when we think about our future, when we think about our past, there is so much in our head. And I know when it comes to distracting ourselves, we, try to play video games, we listen to music, we always just try to distract ourselves from the things, that should be thought about. There's a lot of times where I've thought about things that are so pointless and that are so unneeded and that have just ruined my mindset, that all it was just a quick minute to let myself breathe. But not just myself, letting my thoughts breathe. What I mean by letting your thoughts breathe is pretty much taking a moment, no phone, actually no device at all, and just relaxing, focusing on your breathing, and just enjoying where you are at right now. Life is very precious and it's very short. You never know when something can happen. And so sometimes we need to take a moment to reset. We need a moment to relax ourselves and just take a step back and just let ourselves breathe and let our mindset kind of recooperate, let it reset, let it do its thing. And I feel like when we take that moment, we're giving ourselves, a little bit of a mental break. Sure, it may not be for 15, 20 minutes or even 5 minutes, but a minute can definitely help instead of constantly trying to think of something else, trying to distract yourself from something negative, everything. So allow yourself to breathe, but not just you, but your thoughts. I know after a long day, with a lot of thinking, probably from work, maybe school, maybe, you're trying to figure out a new schedule. We think so much in our heads. And I feel like we don't give ourselves, a time to just let our thoughts breathe, to just let our head, take a little bit of a rest, you know? That's when we start stressing out. We start getting super anxious. We start getting, super upset at ourselves because, we're overthinking, we're overanalyzing things. Let yourself breathe and things will get figured out. Take a moment, reset, and you'll be okay. It's the best thing to do. But with that being said, guys, I hope you all have such a great rest of the evening. And remember to take care of yourself, use every matter, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.